Hello, it's Piper, Cloud and Asmrtist, and I thought I would try some dim red lighting for anybody who is trying to fall asleep. I'm not sure if it looks creepy a little bit, but it certainly is interesting. You can't tell I have on watermelon makeup. I kind of like it though. It's like stripes and polka dots and simplicity. Anyways, you may have seen my other reddish tinged in a less creepy way video. And it was my field guide to lucid dreaming book. And if you're interested in lucid dreaming, in that video I go over the fundamentals a lot more. And in this video, I'm going to go over some of the techniques for how you do the fun things in lucid dreams that you hear about people doing. This book is by these people. Oh, and let me go ahead and remove the pages that have fallen out. If anyone isn't familiar with lucid dreaming, I'll read from the book jacket, give you a little summary. It says, "Wake up and dream. Imagine experiencing all the things that happen in dreams, but with one extraordinary difference. You are lucid, consciously, joyously in control. Not just an adventure, although yes, you can fly. A lucid dream is a time ripe for creative thinking, healing, inspiration, and self-knowledge. Open the doors to creativity and insight. Remember dreams and diffuse nightmares. Fly, shape-shift, and reconnect with loved ones. This lively dream guide shows step-by-step how to become lucid and then what to do once awake in the dream world. Here's how to reconnect with dreams and the importance of keeping a journal and timing REM cycles. That's rapid eye movement. How to use simple reality checks to differentiate between waking and sleeping states. How to incubate a dream to solve a problem." Alright, Chapter 14, page 167, Superpowers. Human beings have always had the desire for abilities beyond the normal scope of possibility. From the earliest records of human civilization, we have been obsessed with gods, the supernatural, and those who exhibit powers of another world. Just look at your local movie theater listings. Superhero movie after superhero movie. Fantasies of the paranormal seep into our imaginations. We ask each other, if you could have a superpower, what would it be? Knowing full well that this is a thought experiment. But once we pass into the land of dreams, fantasy becomes a reality. In this chapter, we'll open your eyes to skills that you never dreamed were possible. Get ready to leave the constraints of the waking world behind as you discover what you're really capable of. While you can take on any special power that you desire, for this chapter we've chosen 3 superhuman talents: shape-shifting, telekinesis, and manipulating energy. We recommend that you pick a superpower you like and try to stick with it. If you want to give telekinesis a go, don't just attempt it once. While it's fun to try out a superpower, it's even more fun to master it. This subchapter is called Shape-Shifting. Here's an illustration. Find out what it means. Imagine yourself as a dolphin exploring the sea, or as President of the United States. What would it feel like to be a cheetah hunting on the African plains? Perhaps you're curious to experience the day as the opposite sex. As your kindergartner teacher told you, you can be anything you want to be, but this time, you don't need to wait until you grow up. Shape-shifting is not new. It's one of the oldest practices of lucid dreamers, especially among the many indigenous cultures of the world. Before we teach you how to shapeshift, it's important to remember that the dream body is completely malleable. The body you inhabit during your dreams is imaginary, a projection of what your mind thinks your body looks like. This projection often changes within our normal dreams. Our friend Matt thought about becoming a woman in his dreams, and suddenly he was a 4-year-old soccer mom. And the strange thing is that I felt like a woman too, he said. Shape-shifting is about intentionally altering that self-image, leaving behind the safety of your familiar form, transforming into something different. Keep in mind that shape-shifting requires practice. Our self-image is hardwired into us, a stubborn neural pathway. For most dreamers, it will take some time. Don't get frustrated, just keep at it. Number 1, shift your shape. Before you go to sleep, decide what person, beast, or object that you want to transform into. After a wake back to bed, focus on that intention. A wake back to bed is one of the techniques that they describe earlier in the book. If you'd like to become a tiger, imagine what it would be like to have fur, to walk on 4 muscular limbs. Asleep, you become lucid in your dreams, and now it's time to shapeshift. Again, imagine your desired form and make it tactile. Feel the sensations that a tiger would feel. Stand on all 4s, feel your teeth getting sharp. Close your eyes and say, when I open my eyes, I will be a tiger. Your dream body can assume whatever shape you want it to. Number 2, tigers, oh my. If simply visualizing your form doesn't work, try a shortcut. Because your brain is used to cause and effect, work with your brain rather than against it. Try creating or looking for a potion within the dream world. When your potion is in hand, just say, what is with the S words tonight? When your potion is in hand, just say to yourself, after drinking this potion, I will become a tiger. Go, go. Feel free to get creative. How about a magic curtain? Enter a dark cave, get on all 4s, and come out as your tiger. You are, in essence, giving yourself a placebo pill, tricking yourself into believing. Number 3, mirror image. No luck with the potion? Find a full-length mirror. Then, looking at your reflection, project your shape-shifting thoughts onto the reflection. Watch the reflection's various body parts change. When the reflection has turned into its new form, just step through the mirror. We have a little person's experience of a lucid dream right here. It says, I dreamed I was running through the woods, not being chased, just running. I bent down and grabbed the forest floor with my fists and began running with all four limbs. All of a sudden, I felt myself changing into some sort of canine. I was amazed at how fast I could run with four legs and how it felt. I was pushing with my back legs and pulling with my front. My center of gravity was completely changed, and I felt like it was to change into a dog. Miguel H. Alright, number 4, sink or swim. Take a leap of faith. Find a body of water, such as a pond, and jump into the water thinking, when I hit the water, I'll turn into a giant golden fish. Or do something really brave. After you've made sure you are in fact dreaming beyond a doubt, jump off a cliff and imagine yourself as a bird, flapping your arms. Confident actions such as these are sort of a bold ultimatum to the dream world. They prove to your subconscious that you are ready and that you believe. Or you can try a shamanic tradition that's a bit more chill. Find a pelt of the animal you want to become and wear it. If your goal is to become a jaguar, for example, wrap your body in a jaguar's hide and feel it becoming yours. Next subchapter, telekinesis. It's fun to imagine a world where everyone could move objects with their minds. Imagine how easy it would be to clean your room or to organize your record collection. The opportunities for practical jokes would be endless. Of course, in the waking world, we lack the ability to do such a thing. This is hardly the case with lucid dreams. Your ability to move things with your mind will come with focus and confidence. Since telekinesis is about mental power, know that it can happen and it will. Number 1, start small. Once you're lucid, find a small and light object and try to move it a very short distance so that you can get comfortable and confident in your telekinetic abilities. We take much of the waking world with us into our dreams, such as our understanding of gravity. We've grown to understand that a tennis ball is light while a car is extremely heavy. Instead of going straight for the cement truck, try lifting a book of matches. Number 2, don't stress. There's a chance that your mind won't even make a light object move. Don't get frustrated. You're still becoming accustomed to dream world physics. Have fun and make it into a non-competitive game to take the edge off. Number 3, extension of the mind. The fabric of your dreams is really just a part of your mind. You can use your mind to control your breathing, to move your legs, to focus your thoughts. When you can envision the dream world as a collection of elements all intertwined with your mind, then you can realize that moving a car is just the same as wiggling your pinky. There's no real separation between you and the object. Once you're comfortable with this thought, it's time to move a larger object. In the dream world, you can feel the connection between you and the outside world. The entire dream feels alive in the conscious. Even the air around you pulses with a presence. Remember, you're not manipulating the external forces of gravity. You're manipulating yourself. Subchapter, the energy ball. Controlling and harnessing energy is an incredibly fun skill. Once you can harness energy, you can use it to battle giant robot ninjas, fight monstrous nightmares, and tear down symbolic walls. The idea of harnessing energy can be rather abstract. Most of the time you don't see energy, let alone take command of it. But it's always surrounding you, moving around in the air and through objects. To make this skill less abstract, create an energy ball. An energy ball simply gives you a visual, tangible representation of that energy so that you can control where it goes. And this is Richard V.W.'s Dream Recollection. I parted ways with the ground and soared into the clouds above. One of the bolts of lightning struck me but had no effect. I held out my hand and gathered the lightning into my palm. I proceeded to collect lightning from all around me, all coalescing into a luminous little ball of energy. It sparked and glowed with a soothing blue hue. And this has been S's Dream Recollection. Focusing on the bike and envisioning what was about to happen, I made a quick arm movement down to the ground, making the bicycle fall over. Furthermore, I noticed a car driving down my street shortly after that and decided I was going to lift it into the air with my mind as it was driving. As it was driving by, I made an upward motion with both of my arms, and the car rose about 4 feet, still propelled in motion, and quickly fell back down again as I let go of my telekinetic hold on it. Number 1. Visualize the energy around you. Trace the electricity that is moving through electric-powered objects in the dream world. See this energy as something visible, such as blue pulsations. If you have trouble doing this, find something that you know has energy. For example, look at a light fixture and visualize the energy coming from the wall socket to the light bulb. Number 2, touch the energy. Reach out and stick your hand into the energy that is flowing around. Number 3, turn the energy into a little ball. Use your hands as energy brooms and sweep the energy towards you. As it comes at you, move your hands in a circular motion as if you're bunching all the energy into a ball. Swirl your hands around the ball to make sure that the energy doesn't get loose. Number 4, push the ball away from you. No need to get all intense when making your first energy ball. Simply push the ball away and see what it does. Does it immediately break apart? Does it affect the things it touches? Once this skill becomes second nature, you can start using it however you please. And here is Celeste F's dream recollection. I think I was in a store being attacked by evil satanic witches. I told them they couldn't hurt me because this was a dream and I have superpowers. They laughed at me. "Sure you do," said one of the witches. "Watch me prove you wrong," I said. I created a fireball in my hand and threw it at them. I did this repeatedly, and the witches were all jumping around trying to avoid the flaming balls. Next, I shot ice from my hands onto the ground where the witches were standing, and the witches slipped in the ice and collapsed in a heap. This time, I was the one that was laughing. Subchapter, Feel the Power. Superpowers can be a lot of fun, but they do serve a purpose. Spend an hour shooting energy balls into the night, and you'll probably wake up feeling powerful and confident. After you're able to move cars with your mind, what insignificant day-to-day problems can stand in your way? If you're capable of doing the impossible in a dream, don't forget that the waking world is a place of possibility too. Be sure to take that feeling of confidence and empowerment with you. Remember that under your modest work clothes hide a pair of tights and a cape. Subchapter, White Magic. Energy can be used to create as well as destroy. It can be used to fight off monsters, but it can also help power your lucid dream creations. Say you're building a rocket ship that just won't take off. Direct all the surrounding energy towards the rocket ship and give it the push that it needs. And what about healing yourself? By manipulating the energy around you, you're becoming aware of the fabric of the dream. And here we hear from Anthony P. I remembered to do a reality check and realized I was dreaming. I set out to do my lucid task, transforming into a bird and flying. I leaped up into the air and threw my arms wide. My arms turned into huge wings and the rest of my body followed. My feathers were bright red with orange tips on some of them. When the transformation was complete, I flapped my wings as hard as I could and took off flying. I was going really slow, as if swimming through water. I tried moving my wings slower and with more control, and it worked. I was flying much faster. Chapter Summary. Superpowers are totally possible inside dreams. The limits of your abilities directly relate to your focus and confidence. Your dreams can be a place without gravity, where the definition of you is unstable and where your mind can control objects and energy at will. Take your sense of confidence and power into the waking world. And then it moves on to a whole nother part of the book called Mastering the Terrain, which I imagine goes deeper into that sort of thing. It all sounds very silly if you've never had a lucid dream. Let me know if you have or not. I've lost the ability recently, not recently, but one of the techniques I read in this book I was able to use while I was asleep, and that is spinning around in a circle to make the lucid dream like more intense, and that worked. And also imagining a mirror in my hand and looking at my reflection and realizing it was like not me. That was trippy. It's the same as doing it on psychedelics, really. In some circumstances. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this helps some of you, perhaps. And I'll see you again soon. Bye. Sweet dreams.